welcome to Yoga with Weights for Strength and Stamina. My name is Alex and I'm with Kind Pact. Today's class will be, again, Yoga with Weights, which is a fun and challenging class that combines power yoga and strength training. So a big difference between regular yoga and yoga with weights is obviously we'll be using weights. And our breath is a little bit different, which I'll get into in a little bit. But for class, we can grab a pair of weights. I'm using 3-pound weights. I recommend anywhere from 1 pound to 5 pounds. You could also use soup cans or bottled water. And then you could also do without weights completely. So you do not need to use weights for this class. You'll still get a lot of benefit out of it. Yoga with weights is great for strength. It's great for stamina. It's great for your balance, your coordination. It's also a really fun way to support your yoga practice. And it's also a great way to build muscle. So also for class, you might want some water nearby. Feel free at any point to stop. For water, you could just pause the video. You could take child's pose and then get back into the video whenever you feel comfortable and ready to go. Other than that, you just need your mat and yourself, and we'll get started. So set your water off to the side, and then with the weights, place one weight at the one top corner of your mat and the other weight at the other. And then we'll start in child's pose. So bring your knees towards the edges of your mats, big toes kiss, and then sink your hips back, walk your hands out in front of you. Take a few breaths in child's pose. Relax your elbows down, release your shoulders. Allow your hips to get heavy. Let your belly hang in between your legs. Then just start to rock your hips very gently from right to left. Maybe the forehead rocks from side to side too, to massage out the forehead. Breathe. Take an inhale. And then exhale, big sigh through the mouth. And then inhale, rise up to tabletop position. So stack your joints here, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and let's flow through our cats and our cows. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, shine the chest forward, lift the chin, and then exhale, cat, round the back, tuck your chin to your chest, look through the legs. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Return to a flat back. Walk your hands out about a handprint. Tuck through the toes, down dog. Send the hips up and back. Start to pedal through your feet. Hands are about shoulder distance. Really grip the mat with your fingers, your palms. Feet are about hip distance apart. Nod the head yes and no. And then find just a stable downward facing dog, so no movement. You can bend through the knees here. Send the hips or send the heels down towards the mat. Tuck your chin towards your chest a little bit. Take an inhale. Big exhale through the mouth, release. Inhale, shift your gaze forward. And then exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Maybe the hands come back to meet the feet as well. And then let's find ragdoll. So feet are about hip distance. Grab for opposite elbows, sway it out. If you're looking up towards the top of your mat, release the head. Bring the crown of the head down towards the ground. So knees can be really bent here. Bringing your belly button down towards your thighs. And then release your hands down to the mat. And slowly roll up bone by bone, all the way to a standing position. Head is the last thing to come up. Nice. And then come into your mountain pose, feet hip distance, arms at your sides. Inhale your arms to the sky. And then exhale, right hand over right hip, lean to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. This time, exhale, twist to the right. Left arm comes forward, right arm back. Hips stay square to the front. Inhale, both arms high, palms face one another. And then exhale, twist to the left. Bring that left hip forward, keep them square. Inhale, arms to the sky. And let's get into our sun salutations. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, high plank. Place your hands on the mat, step one foot back, and then the next. Knees can be down here or up. Take an inhale. And then exhale, lower down to your belly. Foot to the tops of your feet. Inhale, cobra. Lift the chest, push through the palms. Tops of the feet are anchored to the mat. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Lift the hips up and back. Pedal through the feet. Inhale, shoot your gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, upward salute, reach your hands to the sky. And exhale, hands return in front of the chest. Let's do sun salutation A a little quicker this time. We'll lead breath with movement. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank position. Inhale. And then exhale, lower down to the belly, or you can stop with arms at 90 degrees and find your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Hands on the mat, tops of the feet, or you could just do your cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, upward salute, send the arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to the heart. So sun salutations are just a great way, full body warm up. We're gonna move on to sun salutation B this time. So on your inhale, bend through the knees, reach your arms to the sky. So here, sink back in the heels. If the arms up are too much, just feel free to keep your hands at your heart. Take a breath in. Breath out, make sure you can see your toes, maybe even give them a little wiggle. If you're finding too big of a curve through the spine, ribs towards the spine, tuck through the tailbone a bit. Inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank position. Take an inhale. And then exhale, chaturanga or lower down to your belly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. This time, inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. And then exhale, step your right foot through to your hands, low lunge. And then inhale, high lunge, crescent lunge. Take a breath in. And a breath out. If high lunge gets to be too much here, you could always come down onto the left heel for warrior one. Take another breath in. And then exhale, spin warrior two. Take a second here. If the right knee's coming in, bring the right knee out, the right knee over right ankle. Extend through the fingertips. Take an inhale. And then exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm comes up and over. Left hand slides down the left leg, or you can find a little bind behind the back. Inhale. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down. High plank. Take a breath in. And then exhale, lower down to your belly, or chaturanga. Knees can be off or on. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. All right, friends, so a lot of downward facing dogs and vinyasas throughout this class. So feel free to just take child's pose if you don't want to do either of those. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shoot your gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, chair pose. Take a breath here, sink the hips down a little bit more. Wiggle the toes. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, stand up tall. And exhale, your hands to your heart. Beautiful. Take a second, just breathe here. And we'll move on to the other side. One more sun salutation B. Inhale, bend through the knees, reach the arms to the sky, chair pose. Take a second. Sink the hips, or sink your weight back into your heels. Drop the hips. Take an inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank position. Knees on or off the mat. Take a breath in. And then exhale, lower down to your belly. Or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Moving right along, inhale, reach your left leg to the sky. And then exhale, hug the left knee in as you step your left foot through to low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky for high lunge. Take a second here, get your bearings. So left knee over left ankle. Find your balance, take an inhale. And then exhale, spin the right heel down, warrior two. So gaze is over your left middle finger. The left knee is coming, bring it back over the ankle. Back foot is parallel with the back of your mat. Take a breath in. Breath out. And then inhale, reverse, left arm comes up and over. Right hand slides down the right leg or behind the back for a little bind. Take an inhale. And then exhale, big cartwheel of the hands down. High plank. Inhale. And then exhale, lower down to chaturanga or your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath here. Breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, rise up. Hands come overhead. And then exhale, your hands to your heart. Nice. All right, everybody. So take a breath. Breathe. Start to feel the energy flowing through the body. And if you're at a point where you need some water, you need to take a break, feel free to pause the video. Or else let's keep moving. Inhale your arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, we're just gonna come down to a tabletop position. Okay? And then we're gonna grab for our weights and come to a kneeling position. So you have your weights, or if you're practicing with no weights, that's fine too. And then I'm going to teach you how to use the weights or best practices for using the weights in class. But during that, I'll ask you to do an exercise just to start engaging through the center. So you're gonna drop to the right and then back up. So a little side oblique dips. So try to avoid here leaning back too much or leaning forward. Want to think of stacking the ears over the shoulders, over the hips. Okay, and as you do that, I'm going to explain the weights. So obviously, we've already talked about the weights. You can have anywhere from 1 to 5 pounds. I'm using 3. You could also use no weights. For the breath, so it's different in terms of regular yoga and yoga with weights and the fact that we're exhaling on the exertion. So normally with yoga, we're inhaling as the arms are coming up, for example, but with yoga with weights and strength training, you are exhaling on the exertion. So when you're lifting the weights, you're exhaling, and then inhaling, you're releasing. So we'll get into it a little bit. You can try right now if you want. Exhale, arms come up, inhale down, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. And then you want to make sure you have soft joints. You want to make sure you stack the joints. So here, joints are stacked and we're not hyperextending through the elbows, okay? So you want to have just a very, very soft joints here. You want to think about stacking the joints. So stacking the joints is very important when we have weights. We don't want to be out here or in front putting any additional strain on our muscles and joints, okay? And then we always want to bring our weights through our shoulders. So when we're pushing the arms up, instead of just allowing the arms to fall down or being kind of reckless with the weights, you want to slowly bring your weights into your shoulders, and then we'll move on to a different exercise. So always like your shoulders are your safe space and your kind of home base for your weights. And then throughout class, I'll tell you when to pick up the weights and when to release the weights. But for now, you can just put your weights back at the top corners of your mat. And then I'll let you know when to set them down, when to pull them up, and so forth. But also just a few more things. So with our weights, so say here, I want you to pick up the weights, and then we're coming into chair pose. So weights come into the shoulders like I mentioned, and then you can push the weights up. Soft joints, okay? And then inhale, weights to shoulders. And then say we do a tricep kick, we're going back. Your weights are always coming through the shoulders, okay? And this will make more sense once we get into it. But then you want to lower the weights down, bend through the knees, and then just place them back at the top of your mat. But to start off, let's come into downward facing dog. So take a second here, breathe. Take an inhale, and an exhale. And then inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, pick up your weights, high lunge. Bring the weights through the shoulders and then punch the weights up to the sky. Soft joints, stack your joints. Take an inhale, and then exhale. And then bring the weights into your shoulders and then release the weights down. Shift your weight forward. Bring your weights to frame your right knee. And we're gonna do some narrow rows. So take an inhale and then exhale. Bring the weights up towards your rib cage. And then your elbows kind of slide up the rib cage as well. Inhale down. Exhale, row. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, release the weights down. Inhale, weights to shoulders, okay, and then exhale, warrior 2. Slide the left heel down. And then bring your arms into a W here. So we're not hyperextending through the arms, not putting additional stress on our joints. Big bend here. It looks like I'm making a W, which is easy to remember because we're in warrior. Okay? Gaze is over your right hand. Take an inhale. And then exhale. And then inhale, weights to shoulders. Release your hands down. Palms face away from you. We're gonna do some bicep curls. So take an inhale. And then exhale, invite your fingers and hands up towards your shoulders. And then inhale, lower down. Exhale, up. Inhale. exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale down, exhale up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Inhale, weights to shoulders, palms face one another, and then exhale, reverse warrior. So punch your weight up to the sky. This time we're just leaving our wrist over our shoulder, so we're not coming all the way back. All right, soft joints. Take an inhale, and then exhale. And then inhale, drop the weight down towards the base of the neck, and then exhale, punch up. We're gonna do 10 tricep dips. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then inhale, weights to shoulders, pull the weights down, pivot forward, and then place the weights down onto the mat. Come onto the palms, high plank. Take an inhale, and then exhale, chaturanga. Feel free to skip this vinyasa. Inhale, up dog, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath, take a breather. Feel free to come down to child's pose if you need. I'm gonna switch sides here. 2 more breaths. And then this time, lift the left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot through. Pick up the weights, bring them into your shoulders, and then punch up for crescent lunge. Take an inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, weights to shoulders. Exhale, lower the weights down to frame the left knee this time. Except now we're going to turn the palms back behind us and then bring the weights out a little wider. We're going to do a wide row. So you're going to invite the weights up towards the shoulders on the exhale. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 7, you got this. 8, 9, 10. Release the weights down. Inhale, weights to shoulders. Exhale, warrior 2 on this side. Pop your heel down. Bend through the left knee. Arms are at that W shape. Take an inhale. And then exhale. Inhale, weights to shoulders. Exhale, lower down. This time we're gonna do a hammer curl. So the palms face one another. Before we were doing bicep curl where the palms face front. This time hammer curl, palms face one another. Take an inhale. And then exhale, pull the weights up towards the chest. Lower down. 4, 5, good job. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, weights to shoulders. Exhale, punch your left hand up to the sky. Again, soft joints, not hyperextending. Take an inhale. And then exhale. And then inhale, drop the weight to the base of the neck behind the head. And then exhale, punch up. 10 more tricep dips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 5, you got this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Inhale, weights to shoulders, pull the weights down, pivot front, and then place the weights on the mat. High plank. Take an inhale. And then exhale, lower down, chaturanga, or all the way to the belly. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. Good. Inhale, shift your gaze to the front of your mat. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pick up your weights, bring your weights to your shoulders, and then we're gonna find chair pose. So punch the weights up. If punching the weights up is too much, just leave your hands at your heart, like so. Take an inhale, and an exhale. Good. And then inhale, stand up. Everybody bring their hands to their heart and their chest. And then we're gonna move through our tree pose with the addition of weights. So shift your weight onto your right foot, pop up onto your left toes. As you're ready, open the left knee out to the side. Find your kickstand position, or maybe you wanna see if you can work your foot up onto your calf. Additionally, you could put your foot on your thigh, but please avoid the knee joint. So wherever you are is perfect. Also, if you need to grab a chair to hold on to, you can do that, or if you have a wall nearby, that works as well. Start to find your balance, connect with your center, connect with your breath. And then, if you're ready, bring the weights to the shoulders, and then we're gonna bring the arms out to the side. So 90-degree angles with the arms. We're gonna do 10 shoulder presses. So take a breath in, and then exhale, punch your arms up to the sky. Straighten, soft joints though. Inhale down. Exhale, punch. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale your weights to your shoulders, and then exhale, release the left leg, shake it out a little bit. Bring your hands back to your heart. Catch your breath. Nice, and then let's switch sides. So shift your weight onto the left leg. Pop up onto your right toes, and then open the right knee like a door. Open it up to the right. Kickstand position, foot on the calf or up on the thigh. Then we're gonna bring the weights in front of us, palms face the sky this time. All right, take an inhale. And then exhale, open the weights out to the side. We're gonna work our rotator cuff. So inhale, exhale. Maybe you find a focal point on the ground or a wall in front of you to help you balance. Engage your core muscles. We'll go for 3, 2, and 1. Return the weights to the heart. Release your right foot. Shake it out a little bit. Nice. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. And then exhale, forward fold. Weights come through the chest and on down to the mat. Release the head. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, high plank. Inhale, and then exhale, chaturanga. Again, feel free to skip the vinyasa, pause for water. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last sun salutation here without weights. So inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Take an inhale. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for your back extension. And exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. This time, inhale, kick the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, low lunge on the left. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Send the left foot back. Inhale. And then exhale, belly or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog, your choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. And then go ahead, come on down to your knees, and then make your way to a seat. And then we're gonna lower all the way down to our back. So just one core exercise before we cool down. We're gonna do some bicycles. So you can start with your hands behind your head. Knees are bent. And then if you're with me, we'll start to invite the left knee in towards the chest as we bring the right elbow over. And then inhale, switch, exhale, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, exhale. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going for 29, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're so strong. Let's do this. 18, 19, 20. Release the feet. Release your head. Allow your hands to come to your sides. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then let's cool down. So leave your feet where they are, or your knees bent. Feet are about hip distance apart here. We're gonna do a little bridge hold. So bring your hands to your sides, palms face down for some support. Knees are over ankles here. And as you're ready, inhale, lift the hips. We're just gonna hold here for an isometric bridge to neutralize the spine. So gaze is up towards the sky. Keep lifting the hips, push through the feet, even push through the palms. If you'd like to scoot your shoulder blades under, your shoulders underneath you, and then interlace your hands behind your back, you could try that out. We're gonna hold for 10 more seconds, but if it gets to be too much, come out. Not a competition. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walk the shoulders back out if you have them under you. Release the hands, release the hips. And then just allow the knees to fall from side to side. Windshield wiper. Nice. And then we'll find figure 4. So bring the right knee over the left. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Gentle flex through both feet. Low back is pushing into the mat. If you feel strain through your neck, guide the back of your head towards the top or the bottom of your mat. Couple more breaths. And then release the left foot and the right. Let's switch sides. Left foot comes on top of the right. And then interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Take a soft gaze with the eyes or just close them. Gentle flex through both feet. Make sure your head is relaxing on the mat. And then release the right foot. Let go of the left. Left foot extends down to the bottom of your mat. Hug your right knee in. Take a breath in. And then exhale, spinal twist. Guide your right knee all the way over to the left. You can hold on to your right knee with your left hand or tee your arms. Maybe your gaze drops to the right. And then make your way to your back. Right foot out, left knee hugs in. Take a breath in. Exhale, spinal twist on the left. Guide your left knee across your body over to the right. Make sure both shoulder blades stay anchored onto the mat. Drop your chin to the left. And then return to your back. Last stretch of the class, hug your knees in, and then we'll find happy baby. So extend the feet to the sky. You can grab for behind the thighs, around the calf muscles or ankles, or maybe your hands can reach to the feet, either outside of the feet or inside, and then gently bring the knees down towards the mat. So if the tailbone has started to really rock up like this, gently, if you can, bring the tailbone down, connect it with the mat. If movement feels good here, feel free to incorporate movement, rocking. Maybe if you're feeling open, you could straighten through one leg, straighten through the other. And then hug your knees into your chest. Invite your forehead up towards your knees, shoulders lift off of the mat. Roll into a tiny little ball on the inhale. And then exhale, release into your well-deserved Shavasana. Walk your feet down to the bottom of your mat. Let your feet fall to the sides. Hands rest close to the sides. Allow your eyes to close or take a soft gaze. Allow the body to get heavy. Allow yourself to sink into stillness, relaxing every area of the body, surrendering, letting go, feeling supported by the mat or the surface underneath you. And I will wake you up when it's time. If you're really enjoying this Shavasana, feel free to stay longer. Or if you're ready, move through your hands, move through your feet. Return to the breath. And then a full body stretch. Reach your arms to the sky. Point the toes, get long here. And then knees come in towards your chest. And then your knees can fall to either side. Use your big bicep as a pillow. Might be a little sore from working them. And then push yourself up. We'll come into a seat. Join your hands at your heart. And as always, we'll take 3 deep breaths to finish off class. Inhale. Exhale, big sigh. Inhale. Exhale, big release. Inhale. Exhale. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And may you live with ease. Namaste.